Now, I've often spoken about the insidious impact of the ESG agenda on business, on governments and on our public debate. This is the environmental, social and governance standards that businesses seek to uphold and promote, mainly so they can win approval from their institutional shareholders. It's incredibly important. It's worth many, many dollars because companies have to prove their moral worth, if you like, display their social licence through a good ESG score to attract investment. Investment funds are often directed to invest in so-called ethical enterprises. This is why companies keep telling us how green they are and why they're good for the planet and for society. But if you want to know how mad this stuff is, you only need to consider this. Tobacco companies like Philip Morris that manufacture and sell cigarettes, they've scored higher ESG values than Tesla, the electric car manufacturer. In fact, oil companies, the creators of greenhouse gas emissions, they've scored better ESG rankings than Tesla, the maker of zero emissions cars. So, how could this be? It's little wonder that this has gotten Elon Musk, the Tesla founder and CEO, tweeting that ESG is the devil. Yep, he just might be right on that. Well, the point here is that the tobacco companies and the oil companies actively campaign to demonstrate their virtue in ESG terms. As this article points out, how could cigarettes, which kill over 8 million people every year, be deemed a more ethical investment than electric cars? It may have something to do with the tobacco industry's embrace of corporate progressivism. You only have to look at the company websites to see this in play. The way they promote diversity programs, displaying staff numbers by gender, ethnicity and sexual preference, and they back every woke cause imaginable to boost their ESG ratings. And all this seems to more than compensate for what they actually do, their actual commercial purpose, which is pretty incredible when you think about it. So Tesla promotes what it and most world governments consider to be environmentally friendly cars of the future. Yeah, that's what they make, that's what they sell, that's what they promote, but that doesn't seem to matter. They're not woke enough in their operations. It doesn't help either, apparently, that Elon Musk is such a maverick. This article says ESG ratings value people who play the game, saying, but for transparency, labour relations, adherence to governance, for example, having a CEO who doesn't send out random tweets, Tesla scores poorly. So there you go. As you know, I don't go in for this obsession with renewables and electric vehicles anyway. But in this case, Musk is spot on. When you think about what ESG is supposed to be all about, it's absurd that oil companies and cigarette companies are labelled more virtuous than Tesla. Then again, it's good to see a silly system undermined by its own wokeness.